So, I've wrote a speech, but I'm just not, it's not my style to just read off something. I have to say a few words really from the heart. And the first thing I'd like to say is welcome to everybody here to celebrate in this wonderful union of Vanessa and Rikin Kotak. And I want to say this, right from the start, it's like the God's blessed us with this beautiful sunny day. And what an amazing ceremony. I've walked around and I've spoke with many people here, and you've all commented on the elegance, the simplicity, and the elegance and the really importance of the ceremony. And for those of you who were not at Peter and Melinda's house today, they actually gave their vows and they were absolutely fantastic. And I want to say this, don't they look absolutely amazing? Look, Vanessa's beautiful. And Rikin, you're not too shabby either. So, for those, many of you know me, for those who don't, I'm Danish, I'm Rikin's dad. I'm joined by my better half, my lovely wife, Susan, and we're here with our little ones, and they're gonna stay put, hopefully. So, I wanna start, they won't. I wanna start, just talk a bit about Rikin, and the history and our bond. I wanna tell you this, Rikin, it's like yesterday. I can remember you when you were born. You were just the cutest little guy, and he was like my little buddy, always daddy, always with me. And as he grew, as did our friendship. It became a point where he's like my best friend. Oh, he's your son? We're best friends, and literally we've done so much together. I would say we've traveled the 7 seas, quite literally. And each vacation with Rikin involves some sort of craziness that you and I did. And I want to certainly remind you of the time we got lost in a desert in a dune buggy that broke down. And the other one, this next one was was probably your fault, but we got locked out on our balcony in Mexico in the middle of the pouring rain. But I'm gonna tell you this power of this kid. So we're in Mexico, and next day I booked a bunch of tours for us. And I go out, I have a Corona from the fridge, and I go out and I want to have my little drink. Of course, this guy, he's 7 or 8. He comes out, shuts the balcony door, it locks. Starts raining. I look up, we're getting soaked. The only thing he worried about is, I'm gonna miss my tours tomorrow. And I go, no, listen, don't worry. I go, have a seat. If we have to pee, we'll pee over the balcony on the next guys below us, don't worry. Just sit still. And he goes, I want to go back. I said this. This is how powerful and spiritual this boy is. So what I said, I tell you what, why don't you just pray? Pray that something good's going to happen. This kid closed his eyes. Whatever he said in his mind, he probably said, oh, my dad's fault. Whatever I think he prayed. You're not going to believe it. Both sides of us, people came out on the balcony. This was like late at night. And I'm like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you get the security to open our door? But you know what? We had actually left our front door to our hotel room open. The person just walked in and let us in. But these are just some of the adventures that him and I have had. And I can say a few other things that are really dear to my heart. Rikin has been sort of growing up. He was like my rock as well. And you know this. You kept me grounded. When I kind of go astray, he was a solid rock to me. And I think, believe it or not, I think a lot of where I am today is the blessing of having such a wonderful boy as him. It's kept me grounded. He just was always daddy, always with me. And that presence was absolutely amazing. And I want to say this also, life is not always easy. And I know Rikin has had with struggles. We parents divorce and you go through these things, and it wasn't easy. But I can tell you this, he has a sort of an inner strength, I think, that he just takes it and he'll sort of barrel down and push through whatever hardships come his way. And I really respect you for this as a man. The way you have taken that approach in life. Just, I'm going to get through this, and you do. And growing up, I can say this about him. I don't recall a time, except when he pushed all the buttons in an elevator and embarrassed me. I don't recall a time where I've ever really yelled at him or ever had to, when he was growing up, discipline him, because he just was such a easygoing, nice guy. And he is exactly what you see. That's who Rikin is. And, you know, I'm so proud of him and what he has become. And we know he did his master's at U of T in public policy administration. This is probably, I think, the best school in Canada. I would say it beats the Americans easy. It's better than the United States. Sorry, Demisha. This is the best school for public administration. And graduated from that with honors and began his career working as senior advisor in various different ministries in the government. There's a moment of pride that I had from one of your former employers, the Attorney General. He worked directly for the Attorney General, Doug Downey. And I had a dinner with Doug Downey. There was a couple of us, and he had just left there. And he went to another ministry, I think it was Supply Ontario at the time. And I said, AG, Attorney General, I want to thank you for, looking after my son. He goes, no, just stop right there. Wait a minute. I need to thank him. He says, Rikin is responsible for my ability in creating the availability to hire 40 more judges in our province. And that is on you, son. That's absolutely amazing. And those judges are going to put the criminals behind bars, so that's a good thing too. I want to say few things about the families, and I want to give you guys a little bit of advice too. And at some point, somebody's going to bring me my drink because I want to make a toast, but that's okay. I'll grab. We'll figure it out. So I want to say this, Vanessa. Susan and I, we love you so much, and are welcoming you to the Kotak family. You're our daughter as well. I know you have your parents, but literally you are, and we love you so much. And what I see with Rikin, I don't worry about him when he's with you. I don't have to worry. Is he okay? Anything? I know you guys look after each other. I can see it, and I can see the love that you have. Look at the pictures, the fun, the laughter you do, the way you glance at each other, the way you sort of cleaned up his jacket. I just see it. I see that affection, and I can see just that beautiful emotion that you have for each other. And I want to thank you so much for coming into his life, and certainly for coming into our lives as well. And I want to say a few words to Peter and Melinda. You have done such an amazing job in bringing up such a wonderful and beautiful daughter, Vanessa. An absolutely amazing, caring human being. And I want to also thank you for looking after Rikin. You have treated him as your own son. He lived with you guys for about a year, right? And Melinda, Vanessa told me, he would never tell me. You'd make his breakfast, you'd make his lunch ready. I go, you guys are spoiling him. No wonder he wants to stay there so long. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you so much for looking after him and helping them certainly set up in their new home. I got a few words of advice. Then I want to talk about these two munchkins and their relationship with you guys. Thank you. Oh, he filled it up. Perfect. I'm gonna. Do you want to hold this? You can have a shot. Okay. All right. Thanks. She will. Yeah. She likes. Listen. Anybody with me have to have scotch. That's it. We're scotch drinkers. So a few words of advice I want to give. And I know I'm going over my time, but I've never been a person to stick to time when I speak, so that's okay. When Susan and I got married, we have a pundit who's like the priest. And what he told us, and I never forget this, it was a lot of people, all you guys were there, Nav was there, but close friends were there. He said this: life is not always a bed of roses. But when you have the roses, cherish them and enjoy them. In other words, there are ups and downs in life. And when you're up, just absolutely enjoy it and strive through the downs for sure, but certainly enjoy the ups. I want to talk to you, Rick, a little bit about your brother and sister, Aaron and Sia. They love you so much. They love you both. And every time Rikin comes over, if Vanessa's not there, these guys, where's Vanessa? Where's Vanessa? Where's Vanessa? Where's Vanessa? Oh, ask. She's busy. She's got to look after the cats. So you got to come over more. Rikin, they look up to you so much. Okay, so they call, in our language, it's bai, which is a respect for older brother. Always they look up, where's bai, where's bai? They love you dearly. In fact, I remember when each of them was just a couple of hours old and they going in the incubator, both of them did, you held them both. This guy, Rikin, when Aaron was born, he was born at like 33 weeks. Rikin was so attached to him. He would come, back then, I think they still do it, the skin to skin. When you have a kid, you guys will see that. You got to put them in your shirt, and he was like 8 tall. Rikin would go probably more than me, and he would go and just hold him. And you know, they would press the tube to put the milk in his nose. That's how close these two are. And I want you guys to promise, it doesn't matter what you promise me. Like, I'm not here forever, right? It doesn't matter about what you promise. But I want you to promise each other, the 4 of you here, really, you know, brothers and sisters, that you will always be close, that you will always take care of each other through thick or thin. And it doesn't matter, whatever. I just want you guys to, it's my biggest request from you guys. And you too, Aaron, you too, Sia. Always stay close with each other. Rikin, you were with me when we got married. You were right by my side. You've always been by my side. And I promise you, we will certainly always be by your side. I don't think I'm the official toast person, but I'm not a person I always toast. So I want to say this, always find the fun things in life. Be brave, adventure, go out and meet people. Be nice to everybody you meet because you don't know what they're going through. So always be nice to people and try not to get angry. I know it's in our blood sometimes, but try not to. Always look for the best in other people if you can. And have fun no matter what. That's the most important thing in life. Where it's a very short journey, life is. And so you just have fun. And always do that. So I'd like to raise a glass for all of you who have a glass here. To Mr. and Mrs. Rikin and Vanessa Kotak, may your life be blessed with joy and with happiness and with amazing children and great relationships with all of your family and friends, particularly the ones who are here today. God bless you. Salud!
I just want to say, welcome to the family. Love you both.
Be careful.
Blessings all for me.